fight something, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I want to fight something. Yes, he did. I'm glad I got witnesses.
You don't remember the catch and shoot.
Get that. Get that.
Why you got me in the corner?
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, now we good.
I ain't going for none of them things. Yeah. Oh! Boy, that boy still got it. Come on. Come on, bro. No, you're strong for that. Watch that.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Bing, bing, bing.
Fate never murmurs. It looks you straight in the eyes. And Shakur Stevenson speaks like a man who sees only the end point ahead now.
When I was a kid coming up, Drake was the person I wanted to be like. He was the last person to win the Olympic gold medal, so for me, it was like I wanted to be the next person to win the Olympic gold medal, and I kind of watched all his tapes. I studied him like every day faithfully, and he played a tremendous part on my style of boxing. Now, it's always been a lot of talk. I always be talking a lot of like smack to Drake just because I always watched him. Like I always been looking up to him forever. So now it's like I just want him to get in the ring and like teach me a few things. I'm not like trying to go crazy, but I just want to be able to say I got in the ring with Andre.
Inside the camp, the vibe feels new this time. Steadier, focused, and almost clinical as he moves to 140 with no noise, no weight chasing, just full trust that talent gets the job done.
I just know it's my time. All I see is the destination that I'm trying to get to. I think I'm the smartest fighter on the planet Earth. I don't just beat guys. I'm the type of fighter that dominates people. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. You better be ready, boy. We are in Las Vegas, Nevada. We at the UFC boxing gym. January 31st, I'm fighting Teofimo Lopez. I'm moving up to 140 pounds, super lightweight. The process ain't nothing new. I'm not trying to put on all that muscle and all that extra shit they keep talking about. Skills pay the bills, and that's what's gonna show up on.
Looks back at the tough moments like the Ruben Villa losses and the De Los Santos moment and how doubt tried to enter his mind. But you can hear how those times built the mindset he has now. Shakur said he wants to meet Zapita in the middle instead of moving away. He talked about wanting to take control, not just get a win. And that kind of growth is scary for anyone who stands in front of him.
We're looking forward to this here fight with Teofimo. I know we can guarantee you for sure, 100% he's gonna be ready.
This camp feel way different from previous camps. Being away from my daughter, being away from my future wife, that's the most challenging thing. You gotta keep your eyes on the prize. This is sharpest I think I've been for a fight. My diet, I let the nutritionists and all them kind of people take care of that. I just show up and eat whatever they give me. So I pay attention to what makes me feel good, and I just stay on that. Turn them out of there. Walk them out, walk them out. I put a lot of great people around me, challenge me and push me and take me to the next level, and I think that's what keeps me at my sharpest. Terence Crawford, that's my big brother. I love him to death. I feel like if he wasn't in my career and in my life, it'd have been very difficult getting to the level that I got to. He kind of told me is take every guy serious. Seeing him and seeing how he prepared for guys who I know that's not on his level, it kind of turned me up to make sure that I do the same.
He also showed real respect to Teofimo, calling him quick, powerful, and very smart. But you could feel the edge when he brought up that sparring video, saying the clip did not tell the full story. And Teo knows exactly how those rounds truly played out.
You look out, you 4 kings, but you're in my way. So I gotta move you out my way.
This guy is the best, and we're here to face the best. That's just what it is.
Teo's that guy. Like, I admire his style. I done said this before. I think he's a hell of a boxer. He's fast, he's strong. He got boxing IQ, you know how to outbox people. We sparred before. We did 3 rounds, and Teo posted a video that is very misleading.
Then he said the part that really counts. Teo wants a war in the ring, and Shakur believes that urge could cost him everything. With Terence Crawford guiding him like a big brother, this camp feels less like simple training and more like fine-tuning for something special in history.
It was the first round, so we warming up. Ain't nobody really land nothing. Like, he know deep down inside, he remembered how the sparring went.
He said stop recording. Come on, dog.
Well, he gonna want to make this a firefight, but I think that's gonna be his downfall. Being that I know that I'm getting in the ring with the truth, I want to elevate my game and make sure that I'm better than him. I want to be better than him in every area on fight night, and that's what we're going to do.
And while Shakur is talking about destiny and fine-tuning, Teofimo Lopez is over here acting like the storm no one warned you about. He calls Shakur the road runner and himself the coyote, which is pure Teo energy. But under the jokes you can hear how serious this camp really is.
Yo, we about to do some lightweight with Teofimo Lopez, 10-time world champion. Yo, what it is, baby? Box off, and it's a takeover times that by 2, because we are 2-time world champion in 2 different weight divisions. We here at the House of Champions. We breed them, we make them, and you know what? We take the belts and we take them. Let's get it, baby. Teofimo in the flesh. Ah, let's go.
He talks about non-stop conditioning swimming sessions, late-night glove work with no breaks and pushing himself just to find the breaking point. Teo Dad jumps in like the biggest hype voice, saying this kid was beating full-grown pros at 13 and was made for this from the start. And honestly, that explains where all that confidence comes from.
I've been with him ever since he started boxing, which was at 6. I really knew that he was really good when he started beating professional fighters at 13, 14 years old.
Right here, man.
Teo keeps presenting himself as the outsider against boxing's top pick. That weight on his shoulders is huge. He's still carrying the Lomachenko legacy with him. The health problems, the politics, the injuries, he has turned all of that into energy. This is more than just talk. Teofimo is declaring that January 31st is the day he takes control.
Right here, man. So that's why we got to keep beating these guys. Beating Shakur, this is part of it to get to that next level. I pretty much have had almost everything thrown at me, and I look forward to see what will be thrown at me come January.
After Teofimo was talking about Conquest Destiny and Lone Wolf Energy, Spencer Oliver and Gareth Davies stepped in sounding like 2 professors analyzing a fight on a supercomputer. They weren't discussing hype, they were discussing limits. Gareth comparing Shakur's rise to climbing Everest made me laugh because that's legacy talk, not fight week talk. And when he said Shakur isn't just generational but could be all-time, that's pressure, not praise. Then Spencer added, yeah, but Teo is the spoiler, and that word fits perfectly because Teofimo doesn't play hero, he brings disruption.
Lopez blows hot and cold, but when he's good, he's really good. Vasyl Lomachenko was an outstanding performance. Then he got derailed by George Kambosos in the fight after that and just seemed to lose his way a little bit, but in recent times looks back to his best. It's a fascinating fight. This, for me, is all about whether Shakur Stevenson can step up and bring the greatness. He's daring to be...
I love how they broke it down as brains versus power, IQ versus strength, rhythm versus burst, because that's the real clash. Gareth basically said Shakur only wins on points if he's perfect, not good, not sharp, perfect, and that's a high bar. Meanwhile, Spencer kept pointing to Teo's footwork, speed, and bully energy, saying Teo doesn't have to outbox Shakur, he just has to move him, pressure him, shrink the ring, make the fight uncomfortable. That's not a plan, that's who he is. The wild part is when they talk about psychology, saying neither fighter shows mental cracks, no fear, no doubt, just 2 focused minds colliding, and that's intense.
Will put him in that position because he's got that physical
So it's
advantage.
all about the timing in the
He has
mid-range. It's going to be fascinating.
He has the physical attributes to put him on the ropes, and he knows that that's where his game's at. He's not going to be able to outbox Shakur. Yeah, he's a great boxer himself, and he's very athletic, and he's got great movement and all that, but he's explosive, he's more bullish.
I love how they broke it down as brains versus power, IQ versus strength, rhythm versus burst, because that's the real clash. Gareth basically said Shakur only wins on points if he's perfect, not good, not sharp, perfect, and that's a high bar. Meanwhile, Spencer kept pointing to Teo's footwork, speed, and bully energy, saying Teo doesn't have to outbox Shakur, he just has to move him, pressure him, shrink the ring, make the fight uncomfortable. That's not a plan, that's who he is. The wild part is when they talk about psychology, saying neither fighter shows mental cracks, no fear, no doubt, just 2 focused minds colliding, and that's intense.
Is a faster but very fluid type of fighter in the mold of Shakur, who's a very loose-limbed, very relaxed fighter who can be offensive and defensive. It wouldn't surprise me to see Shakur down in this fight as well and get up and win the fight closely on points, but I can also see Teo.
After Spencer and Gareth break the fight down with space, IQ, and footwork, O'Shaquie Foster jumps in full of energy. No filter, no fancy words, just raw emotion and unfinished business. When he talks about Shakur, it's clear this is more than boxing rivalry. It's personal history, pride, messages, and gym moments all mixed together. When he says Shakur is his #1 target and I have to get him, this isn't normal talk. This is obsession. The way he talks about Shakur's defense is striking. All that untouchable talk doesn't matter when someone faster, stronger, and more athletic is in the ring. You can hear the confidence in his voice, like he's already running the fight in his mind. Foster doesn't care about labels. He cares about action. Then when he shifts to Teofimo versus Shakur, the tone changes from personal rivalry to clear analysis. He doesn't pick sides emotionally, he talks about style.
I think it's a great fight. Stylistically, I think it's up and down as far as you can't favor no side stylistically because you got Teo that's super athletic. You got Shakur that like to control distance, but you know, I think Teofimo with the athleticism and certain things that he'll be able to close it in certain parts.
He points directly to Teo's athleticism and his skill at closing distance in unexpected parts of a fight and how that alone can change the rhythm for a technician like Shakur. He also calls out the odds, saying the numbers don't know boxing, they follow betting patterns, not what happens in the gym. That's a real fighter's view. Records don't show whose dangerous habits do. When Foster talks about Teo's wins over southpaws like Lomachenko and Josh Taylor, it's not trivia, it's pattern recognition. He's saying Teo doesn't just face styles, he figures them out, but he keeps it open, noting it could be a chess match or get intense if Teo forces risk. That's the key word, forces. Shakur doesn't start chaos, chaos has to be brought to him. Foster's energy sums it up. Shakur is elite, Teo is dangerous, and when elite meets dangerous, the ring doesn't care about stories, it cares about pressure, timing, and who breaks mentally first. This isn't hype, this is fight reality.
Teofimo being up and down in you know, certain fights he looked this and then certain fights he looked great. So I think they going off consistency, but I don't really pay too much attention to them odds makers because they really don't really be knowing the background of boxing. What's the amateurs, what really people got in them, you know, in the boxing. Like they just going off, you know, kind of what everybody pouring their money into and what the hype is, but I think it's more of a closer.
Here's my honest prediction, and I'm saying this with zero fan bias and full fight nerd brain on. If the fight turns into a pure technical chess match, Shakur probably wins on points. His distance control, timing, and ability to make rounds look clean or judge friendly, especially if he keeps Teo reaching and reacting instead of leading, give him the edge. But fights don't live on paper. Teo is the wild card. He doesn't follow patterns, he fights in bursts, with sudden shifts and explosive moments where one round can change everything. If Teo targets the body, controls the space, and stays calm when Shakur disappears in front of him, this fight gets very close. I see moments where Teo looks unstoppable and moments where Shakur looks untouchable and precise. My gut says Shakur by a close decision, but Teo could steal a round or two and make Twitter go crazy. This feels like one of those fights where the scorecards spark debates that last longer than the fight itself.
The athleticism, mostly, and it seems like he do pretty good against southpaws. I mean, Lomachenko and Josh Taylor, that's two different styles, two different sizes, and he made it look kind of easy with both of them. So we'll just have to see, man. I think it's gonna be a interesting stylistic matchup because we don't know what we're gonna get. It could be a boring 12-round fight, or you know, it could heat up to where Teofimo make him shake.
And that's the story, one fighter climbing toward pound-for-pound greatness, the other trying to stop him and prove he's the disruptor. Style, psychology, legacy, pressure, youth, ego, IQ, chaos, discipline. This fight has everything to be a technical classic or a heated war that could need a rematch. Share your thoughts in the comments, let's really debate this one, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Ring Decoded. See you next time.